Hi, I'm back today to make the cover of my diary. I bought this lovely fabric from the craft shop when I was doing a sewing class once, and I just thought it'd be ideal because it's not too thick, and so it'd be great for just making sure it lays flat against some card to make the cover. So I've cut my pieces of card 8 3/4 by 6.5 because I measured my journal signature or my diary signature, and the thing I did wrong with this is I didn't trim my edges before I decorated the pages. Well, not decorated, but stuck all the days and dates on. So this signature is sticking out a bit more than what I would have liked, so I've had to make the cover 6.5 inches. The next signatures I will trim down, but I'd already stuck the tabs on, so I couldn't trim this one, but it's okay, it's only for my personal use, so it doesn't really matter. So I just thought I'd come on and make the cover, or cover these pieces of card, and I've made the spine 2.5 inches wide to accommodate 4 signatures. So I'm just going to spread some glue. This is like Fabri-Tac glue, which shouldn't show through the fabric. So I just thought I'd make the cover, and then as I complete each signature I can sew it in with a pamphlet stitch. So I just leave a little tiny gap just so that that will fold in. That should suffice, I think. And then I can, like I said, sew each signature in as I've completed it. I will mark it out for 4 signatures and sew it in. I think I'll sew it in, I'm not sure. I may use elastic to hold it in. Then I can keep the cover for the year after, possibly. I'll see how it goes. So let's get this one glued in. Tiny millimetre or so, a couple of millimetres, so that it will fold in. That might be too far away. I think that should do. Yeah. Let's just make sure that's nice and flat. Yeah, it's not showing through, so that's fine. So now, I don't think I've ever actually made a cover with material, so I'm just going to have to trim the corners. And I'm going to trim a little bit of this off. Oh, it's not very straight, but it doesn't matter because it will get hidden. And the same at this side, trim a bit down. I will glue a nice piece of paper on the inside of each one. When I watch people do this, it looks so easy, but it isn't. I need to buy myself some more bookbinding glue, because that is really good when you're doing this sort of thing, because you can paint it on. Right, let's get some glue down the sides. Turn that in. It's really good, this glue. It's exactly the same as Fabri-Tac, and I think it's an online shop in Spain, so I don't have to worry about the postage coming from the UK. But I do buy the 3-in-1 from my local craft shop. That would probably be as good. In fact, I think it is as good as Fabri-Tac. Right, let's try and glue the corners and make them look decent. Try and get them as neat and as tight as possible. I do have some metal book corners that I may put on these because it obviously will be getting used quite a lot. I do keep my diary open on my table by my laptop each day, and I use it a lot for my design team work, then I can keep track of it all. I'm not going to fold that until it's quite dry. Yeah, not too bad here, I think. A reasonably neat job. I want to get some nice paper to stick over. It will look quite good. I think that is looking okay. Get it as tight as I can. They're looking alright, those corners. I think I will put book corners on though, because you can just see a bit of the material there. So that will look better. Yeah, quite happy with that. And that is the first signature to go in. So it will be quite full with 4 signatures. It's going to be a chunky. So I will get on and let that dry and find some nice paper to go on the inside cover.